This is our homily for Sunday, February 9th, the fifth Sunday of Ordinary Time. A guy took his girlfriend to her first football game. They had great seats right behind their team's bench. And after the game, he asked her how she liked it. "Oh," she said, "I really liked it. It was exciting. But I just couldn't understand why they were fighting each other over 25 cents. Dumbfounded, the boy asked, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Well, they flipped a coin, one team got it, and then for the rest of the game, everybody kept screaming, 'Get the quarterback, get the quarterback.' I'm like, a quarter's only 25 cents. I know, pretty bad. I would like to spend a little time looking at St. Peter, especially his actions in our gospel today. Peter was not perfect. He made mistakes. He made big mistakes, like denying Jesus 3 times after bragging he would die for him. But he had one redeeming quality that we all need. Do you know what it is? Let's look at the gospel. Peter was a fisherman, a professional, we would say. He had been fishing all night and caught nothing. They were packing it in for the day because fishermen know you can't catch fish during the day. Jesus comes along, gets in his boat, and asks Peter to put the boat out a little. Peter was at least curious and very generous to comply. So he was listening to Jesus talk from his boat. Then Jesus suddenly tells them to go fishing again. Now, Jesus was a carpenter, not a fisherman, and Peter was a professional fisherman. Peter could have shown his knowledge, insisting that everybody knows you don't fish during the day. But he humbly does what Jesus asks, and this sets the stage for the big catch. And look what Peter does next. Realizing that he's in the presence of a holy person, he gets on his knees and says, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." What humility! He knows himself, he knows his sinfulness and shortcomings, and he accepts and acknowledges them. He doesn't try to cover up. It's the same after the resurrection. He is humble. And because he is humble, Jesus is able to use him to bring the good news to others. Listen to Jesus' words to Peter, quote, "Do not be afraid. From now on, you will be catching people," end quote. This is an important message for us. If we think we know everything we need to know, we will miss what God has to say to us, often through other people. We need to be humble and open, not know-it-alls. If Peter had arrogantly refused to follow Jesus' instruction to cast the net into the sea, the story would have turned out much different. Second, we don't have to be perfect to be catchers of people. We simply need to humbly admit our failings. Like Peter, none of us is perfect, but when we can humbly admit our failures and ask for forgiveness, the Lord will use us to bring his love to others. Admitting our failures is not to crush us and weigh us down, but to free us so that we can go out to others. It also helps us be less judging and condemning of others because we know that we ourselves fail. So the reflection I invite us to this week. Let us reflect on Peter in today's gospel, asking ourselves how good we are at mirroring his humility, both in not being arrogant and in recognizing and accepting our weaknesses, asking ourselves how we can grow. And we end with the prayer, St. Peter, help us to humbly accept our failures and accept God's mercy and forgiveness so that we are free to reach out to others in love. Amen.